I just wanted to say something quickly before the video begins, that there are going to be a lot of Season 6 spoilers. That's what we're going to be talking about here. It's the whole subject of the video. I understand it may be sensitive. A lot of it is subject to change, and it may change. So, just wanted to put that out there ahead of time. A lot of our information actually came from Shrugtal on Twitter. He's a beast. He actually has a YouTube channel as well. If you could please actually subscribe to him. He doesn't have a lot of subscribers. Also, WaterGotHim. Awesome content the way he puts it together. I'm going to be linking them both in the description. Really awesome content. Thank you guys. This is the video. What's up, guys? It's Walty Walnuts here with OrphanHaze.
How's it going, everybody?
And we're here. This is our actual first podcast we're going to do. It's Voices from the Void podcast. So we're going to be talking the whole Season 6, what's going to go down. So if you guys really don't want a spoiler, I would, consider not watching this video. Please leave a like still. I would appreciate it. We're going to be talking a lot of Season 6 content. We're going to be getting into it right now. So please like, comment, subscribe. This is going to be a podcast. Hopefully it goes well. If it does, we might move to our own channel, see how things go. So guys, thank you. All right, man. So how do you want to start? You want to start with our little crossplay, because that's I think that's more your lane.
Well, crossplay it's really big. It's big talk in the Apex community right now. It's best as we can tell, as far as from like a lot of the data mines that have come out.
Yeah.
Some of the things that a lot of the more prominent people in the Apex community have said. It could be coming as soon as next month.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard something like that.
That seems nice for me, because that kind of falls in line with something you're going to talk about, which is the aftermarket, the aftermarket event.
Yeah, that's the aftermarket collection.
It would be very smart, because at the end of the day, EA is a company. If they want to make money, they're going to do something big on one of their bigger money-making opportunities.
Yeah, and try to maximize their
heirloom
profit.
Event. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
those heirlooms, people spend a lot of money. If you have more consoles opening up, you're going to have more people spending more money.
Yeah, you have more interrelations with friends who have, they're on crossplay. I have a lot of friends who are on Xbox now. I could finally play with a little bit more often. So, and like you said, it's going to inspire people to buy the heirloom, which we're a little biased on. I don't know. It's going to be in the aftermarket collection event, so I'm thinking it's going to be the classic heirloom is the rumor. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm hoping they're going to pull the rug from under us, because to me, Bangalore seems like she'd be more involved with cars and street racing for some reason. I have no idea.
She runs when she's getting shot at. She runs faster.
She just kind of reminds, seems like somebody who'd be into that kind of stuff.
Look at a couple of her skins. They kind of look like they're racing.
Exactly, exactly. She gives me that kind of vibe. Kind of like, obviously Octane does too, but then the second event is going to be. It's something that seems to be more in line with Caustic. I'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. So we'll see. We'll tell you why at the end of why we're kind of both thinking that, honestly. But and the game mode, it was the Flashpoint game mode, right? Which is the Flash is in it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So we partnered with DC now. No, we're just kidding. Not yet. Maybe one day, because that other game partnered with Marvel. So you never know. Something cool like that might happen eventually. Cross promotion, but no, it's going to be pretty much an always be closing hybrid, what I've heard. And I don't know what your take is on it, but I heard there's going to be, it's just healing stations with no heals. I haven't heard if there's going to be armor or not. Can you get shields? Is there's batteries available? Have you heard anything? Cells?
Batteries? I have no idea. I'm kind of in the dark on that one as well. It could go either way. It could be just like normal, standard, hey, there's shields and there's health. It could be
yeah, I know that I've heard there's
the other game
no
modes
confirmed,
where
no
it's
heal,
white shields only.
Yeah.
Like white, you spawn in, with the white Evo, like a lot of the other events, and then there's only shields on the map.
I think that they have to put limited, shields. At least limited shields.
It could be, or it could be like the extremely limited, like in Armed and Dangerous. There's just a lot of question. I still think there's a lot of question on that part.
Yeah, and it's called the, we have another event after that, if you want to start talking about that. It's the Horizon Test Subject Challenges event, so if you want to go into that a little bit.
Yeah, that's like kind of the only thing the people in the community can really call it. It's the Horizon Test Subject, Horizon Challenges, Horizon the Horizon event.
It has to be some kind of event, you know, like.
Yeah, it's a bigger event because what it is, from what the code seems to suggest, is that there's going to be sets of challenges given out that give you certain access keys to grant access to these special little, you know, the like blue triangles you've seen all over Kings Canyon and World's Edge, and they've got the inactive logo next to
the generator,
them,
like it's like a kind of like a generator looking thing.
Yep, those turn out to be gravity lifts that either take you. I believe they're going to take you up very similar to a redeploy tower based on the locations that they are in all the map. For example, the one in Fragment and the one in Train Yard. Those would be very good options for a semi-small, like a smaller redeploy tower, not
so
something that can get you over that mountain.
Are you saying you think it's going to offer like a mobile redeploy? It's kind of like a on-the-go redeploy?
Not necessarily mobile redeploy.
Or just a redeploy spot?
It's a redeploy spot.
Okay, I got you, yeah.
But that does potentially tie in to Season 7's legend, which would be Horizon.
Hence the challenges.
Exactly, and they've done this in the past. You know, Revenant, they did his entire Halloween event deal with his special game mode, and then he was the character, I believe, the season after that, or even one following. But with her whole event, it's going to like kind of essentially tease her abilities. The big generators on the ground are going to be similar to her ultimate, which is a team redeploy station or a solo redeploy. She can throw this thing down,
sick.
She can hop on, or her and her team can hop on, they activate it again, and they can all redeploy.
She's going to be so mobile. Wow.
Yeah, it's going to end up for some like, really
actually
crazy
like
gunfights.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know, like if, depending on how, and her her tactical, depending on like the cooldown and the way that it works.
Yeah.
It's essentially these VTOL boots, which if anyone's seen Guardians of the Galaxy, you know Star-Lord's boots. They give him that ability to hover and kind of fly for a short time.
She seems to have a lot of Star-Lord technology with the gravity, like the gravity amplifiers and stuff. That's cool.
That's kind of the whole thing. Is it's around her gravity, kind of like how when they teased Revenant in the Shadowfall event, it was all about his ultimate, but. You know, it also
they're giving you a showcase, but like kind of like making
because you could climb higher and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if the game mode in there has maybe like jetpacks in it or something, or a more futuristic. You know, I don't know. Just spitballing here. That could be something crazy.
That so much.
Jetpacks in like an end game.
That would be.
But
amazing.
Even then, from like a normal competitive mode, her like ultimate and tactical, as well as her passive. Which her passive seems to be that after the initial deploy from the jump ship, whenever you take a redeploy, you and your team, this is the only benefit, or the only passive that actually, from what I believe, benefits the entirety of the team without them actually having to do anything.
Yeah. I agree. I think she's going to benefit a team removal of a situation. Got you get high ground at the last second of a fight.
Everybody in the team, not just Horizon, everybody there gets a speed boost when they redeploy after the initial drop. I don't know if that means from her like drop thing, or like her big pad that she throws down, or if that's specifically the balloons, or both. But either way, that's going to add some really interesting edge to the competition.
Yeah, I agree completely. But then it's going to be like different weeks. It's going to be different lifts open, I heard. I don't know if that's true. Have you heard anything about
something like that?
Yeah.
It's going to be similar to that, or depending on like which challenge set you get, maybe you're going to get an access key 1 week for one set of challenges, an access key for another, and then and so on and so forth, and then you can use them selectively each game and choose which ones you want to unlock. Maybe it will be just one at a time, and you unlock them with something like the access keys and stuff like that. And it is in a week by week basis.
Well, yeah, and then
that I'm not sure on.
Well, one thing I do know, I've been saying it, teasing it for a while, and I'm really excited about it. You know how I like live events in the map. It's one of my things. I always post them. I have to. I love it. It's going to be the rocket's going to come. It's going to have a staging event, and it's going to actually start sequencing. So it's going to be active, and you're going to maybe have some smoke in the map. It may change the map. We're going to have a little bit of a live interaction with the rocket. I think, this is what I hear, it's going to be on like October 27th, which may kick off. I haven't had any confirmation on what it is, which may kick off the Halloween event. So the Halloween event is, you know, every year, like you were just saying, the Fight or Fright event. You were talking about it with Revenant. You know, he has the Fight or Fright event. So they're going to do something similar, maybe a revamped version of that is the rumor. And that's going to kick it off. That's going to start it. And this is what Orphan was saying earlier. He was saying that actually Caustic's Heirloom may fit this event more. Because Caustic is more, I don't know, he's more of a
smoky.
Dark legend.
Like if they're going to add smoke to the map, it would... If it's around
Halloween, where would he get the
Caustic
Death's Hammer from? The other realm, like, you know, the dead realm, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and then, like you said, and it makes more sense that Bangalore would get the first event because it's aftermarket. She would have more. She's best friends, looks like, with Rampart from that trailer. Like, it would make a lot more sense. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
and
that's
it's
what
not to mention, it's not the first time it's happened. Let's mention our little buddy Forge, who's 6 feet under, supposedly. Or, you know.
Or whatever he was.
Everybody thought he was the new boy, but our sneaky little heart grabber came and got us.
And then, I don't want to go too far into it, but Pathfinder now has a girlfriend?
Yeah. Yeah, that might be Horizon. May not be. We don't know. Could be Horizon. Could be Ash.
Could that be the... And could Horizon... I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. Volk, whatever their name was supposed to be originally. Could that be the girl from the trailer who is like Rampart's... I guess it's her nemesis. It's Big Sister, she called her. Remember? She was like, oh, Big Sister.
Oh, yes.
So I'm thinking, like, is that Pathy's girlfriend? Is there some angle that she's working, trying... I don't know. Maybe not. It could just be a random...
Is she specifically dating Pathfinder to get into the Apex games?
Because he's trusting. He trusts people. Like, he's like, that's one of his characteristics. He's unwillingly trusting, and that's why he likes Mirage, because Mirage never lied to him. He just tells people how it is, and he's, like, defends him. So...
Yeah.
I don't know. So, and then if anyone's wondering, the two heirlooms, I just want to say them off the bat. There's the Death's Hammer, which is going to be Caustic's. That's why it's more fitting for the Halloween event. And then Bangalore is going to be a Tonfa, which is a self-defense weapon. It's like a baton. So it's something like a police weapon. You've seen them before once you see it. So that's apparently what they're going to be in the concept files. It's all subject to change, so who knows.
And but I could see a Tonfa looking kind of having like a roll cage race car-y design possibly on it.
Yeah, metal maybe they metal it out.
You know,
I don't know.
Something I don't know. Never know.
But Orphan, you have anything else to add? I don't know.
The only other the weapon that may potentially be coming. It's next season.
Yeah, the Devstream weapon.
It's like it was in the brief glimpse of it, but
yeah.
Essentially, it's like a heavy variant of the G7, something like a lever action Remington single shot rifle, marksman rifle-esque type of deal. It would use heavy ammo, but it seems like it would, just by design, it would, if it's based on the natural gun, it would be like a faster G7 or a slower G7 with a little bit of more punch, but
a little more punch.
Heavy.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Yeah, a little more punch, but not quite as intense as that longbow.
Yeah, and we don't know. This one we're a little weary on talking about. I think you were saying
this is
too
far away. I didn't even want to bring it up because it's so far away that like it could be ripped out. Like Forge, it could just be ripped right out from under us because they like to do that.
No hopes up on that rifle if you were excited about like a pump action kind of like it's more of like a Winchester action rifle. So
yeah, yep.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. I think that's it. That's all I wanted to cover.
Yeah, that pretty much seals the deal for me, man.
Yeah, that was cool. All right, so guys, that was our first Voices from the Void podcast. Everybody have a good one.
Definitely. Hope you all enjoyed it.
All right, guys. Peace out.
And have a great rest of your night or day.
Rings moving.
Recharging my shields.
You are the Apex champions.